Here. I'll go mute. Okay. So we've finished our yamas and niyamas, which were obviously a fun 10 weeks. And this week we're going to start in for this next month, really just kind of using the energy of spring and what spring brings to all of us, and new beginnings can sometimes pop up. So today we're going to be working with 2 options. So when we get there, just pick the one that works for you, and then we'll keep coming back to this every Monday to just help everything kind of settle. So just go ahead and find a comfortable seat wherever that is, and you can always lay down if that's more comfortable for you. But just go ahead and allow your body to settle into the position that feels right this morning. And if your legs are crossed, or maybe they're straight or bent over a chair or couch, just see if you can take a gentle scan of the body, starting with the toes and moving up the legs and into the pelvis. Noticing the low back here and the belly. And just allowing yourself to pause for just a breath. And to just feel the breath in the belly as you take an inhale in. And the belly as it softens on the exhale out. Continuing to scan up the body, noticing the rib cage. Maybe the heartbeat in your chest. And the shoulders as they drop away from your ears, and the arms as they soften. And let the neck start to slowly soften and then gently come to the head. And allow the muscles around your eyes to gently release. The forehead releases. And unhinge your jaw. And then gently allow the eyes to close if they're not already. And start to come to your breath. And for this morning, before we start to do any counted breath, we're just going to take 5 deep breaths. So on your next inhale, just take all the air in that you possibly can. Really expand. Feel the breath as it expands in the body. And then out through the nose or the mouth, whichever is better, nice and slow. And do that 4 more times at your own pace. Big breath in on the inhale and expand. And then slow, steady breath on the exhale as you release. And as you exhale on your 5th breath out, just allow the breath to terminate at the bottom. And then gently come to the breath and just allow it to fall in its natural rhythm. And just stay connected to the breath here. And just for a moment, take notice of, as you breathe, where do you feel the breath? Maybe you feel it in your nostrils. Maybe you feel it in your lungs. Maybe you feel it in your belly. Just notice where it naturally rests. On this next breath, as you exhale, see if you can soften the body a little bit more. Just allowing the breath to be in the body. And keeping this attention with wherever the breath sits in your body for just a few moments. Just start to count your breath, either 3 counts in on the inhale and 5 counts out, or 4 counts in and 6 counts out. And if 4 and 6 feel good and you want to try for 5 counts in and 8 counts out, just go with the breath. Making sure there's no struggle or strain, but the breath can naturally flow on the inhale and release on the exhale. On your next round of breath, as you finalize the exhale, just allow your attention to come back to your normal breathing pattern. And staying connected with the breath, just start to notice maybe anything that's shifted or changed even in the last few days as spring has started to come into the air. And oftentimes with spring, there's a sense of awakening and excitement for what's coming. The body starts to naturally move differently. The breath feels different in the body. It's a time for us to slowly start to awaken from maybe a period of rest and hibernation. And just like the earth, oftentimes there's things that have gone dormant, maybe a project or something that we've started in the fall starts to just slowly find a restful pattern. And I want you to think about for a moment, if anything comes to mind that maybe went dormant this last winter. And is it something that you're noticing is starting to resurface? And if it's starting to resurface, just think about, is it something that you were trying to move out of your life or something you were manifesting to be real? And if nothing came to your mind, just start to think on something that you'd like to manifest this spring. And if you're manifesting something, just start to watch it as it turns into a seed. And if you're needing to let something go for the rest of this meditation, imagine that it's a seed coming out of you and releasing back into the universe. And as you're imagining and manifesting this seed, just see where it naturally goes in the body. And the seed often looks for a place to be planted in a clean and open space or open soil. So just see where the seed naturally gravitates to in your body. And if it's something that you're releasing, just start to imagine it going out of the body and back into the universe. And if you're manifesting this seed, imagine it's planting and taking root wherever you saw it landing in the body. We don't need to do anything with it here at this point. Just imagine that the seed has found its home, a place where it can naturally grow and start to take shape and form. And as you imagine the seed, just take 5 slow, deep breaths. And with each breath, imagine the seed rooting a little deeper into the soil. Finding a place where it can naturally start to grow. Allowing the seed to settle. And for this week, whenever you find yourself maybe reminiscing or relaxing into the excitement of spring, just come back to this mantra of whatever you're manifesting, whatever came into your mind as the seed that you're planting. Just say to yourself, I am manifesting blank in my life. I am manifesting blank in my life. I am manifesting blank in my life. And this week, we're really just allowing this seed that we're planting to settle. We're not asking it to grow. We're not asking it to do anything but just take root. And next week, we'll come back to the seed and we'll start to tend the soil around the seed to allow for growth. But for now, just allow the seed to start to manifest and take root. And slowly come back to sensing the body on the breath. Noticing the inhale and the exhale just for another moment. And then taking a deep breath in, slowly fill the lungs with air. A nice slow breath out through the mouth. And just bow your chin to your chest and take a moment to be grateful here for whatever you might have released or whatever took root. And start to feel a little bit of excitement around whatever might be starting to manifest, whatever your seed might start to look like. And then gentle smile on the face. Take up another breath in, another breath out. And I thank you for joining me today. Have a beautiful rest of your week.